Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Wes, aka DougieNMySnuggy, and I'm bringing you episode number 2 of our investment series. I actually recorded this one a couple days ago, but I ended up running out of hard drive space right in the middle of the recording. So that was when I was trying to do like the follow up of my my episode 1 investment. So this is actually going to be kind of a follow up of how last week went and who I'm looking at this week. So it's going to be kind of a combination of 2 videos. Last week when I did my investment thing, I learned a few things. Like I said last week, I'm still new at this kind of week-long investing thing. I've always just flipped in the past, so I'm still kind of new at this, but I did learn some things along the way, and I'll talk about what I learned, and I also highlighted 9 players that I was going to be investing in last week, and only 3 of those ended up going gold, or only 3 of those ended up getting upgraded. 2 of them went gold, 1 of them went to silver. The rest of them didn't get touched. I guess we'll go over those real quick. First of all, I think I highlighted Danny Salazar. I was kind of expecting him to go gold, and then after I did the video, I was kind of thinking, I'm kind of putting all my eggs in that K per 9 basket, and he didn't get any upgrade at all, so he was a fail there. But fortunately, I didn't invest too much in him, but I do have... He was fairly cheap, so I've been kind of adding on every now and then in case he does go gold in the future. Secondly was Luis Severino. He did not go silver like I was kind of hoping he would, and I'm kind of glad that he didn't, because I kind of ran out of stubs before I could buy too many of him. But right now, if I go look at the Yankees real quick, as you can see, I own 83 of him now. I didn't own anywhere near that last week. And he's still pretty cheap on the market. He's, dirt cheap right now. So, Luis Severino is still a good investment. I'm going to try to get maybe a couple hundred of him before the roster update comes out. I don't know. Everybody's talking about this market crash. It's supposed to happen once the rewards come out tomorrow for the ranked seasons. I don't think any of these investments that I'm looking at are going to be affected by that. And I think some people are overhyping how much the market's going to crash. I think some of your low diamonds and your golds are going to go down in price, but I'm looking for guys that are moving up, so I don't really think it's going to affect too much of what I'm doing here. I'm kind of hoping some of these golds that I'm looking at do drop. There's a couple of golds that I do want to get, like Zach Greinke and Jacob deGrom, but we'll get to those here in a little bit. So yeah, Luis Severino did not go up. Also on the Yankees, we were looking at Michael Pineda, maybe having a chance to go gold. He did not get an upgrade, so we missed out on him. I don't even know if I mentioned him in the last video. Also for the Astros, let me get to them. I was kind of banking on Lance McCullers. He's so close to being a gold, but not there yet. He did not get the upgrade. Taijuan Walker, I had mentioned, he did not get any sort of upgrade, but he was more of a long-term thing. One of the main guys that I invested in, the guy that I put most of my stubs in, I thought there was no chance in hell that they didn't upgrade him, and by God, they didn't. But I still made a lot of stubs on him. This is Jay Bruce. I still made a lot of stubs on Jay Bruce, even though he did not get the upgrade. And how did I do that? This is where I learned the biggest lesson. You can buy and sell based on the hype. You don't have to wait on Sony San Diego to actually upgrade these people to make some stubs. And most of my Jay Bruces I got for around 50 stubs or less. And then on Friday morning, I had probably around this many, 150 or so Jay Bruce cards. And on Friday morning, I checked his price, and he was going for almost 200 stubs a piece. So I ended up selling off half my inventory before the roster update even come out. So I made about 150 stubs per Jay Bruce cards, and times 75, probably 75 that I sold, maybe a little bit more. So I ended up making some pretty good bank on Jay Bruce, and now I'm just stocking back up again. As you can see, his price is pretty cheap, 30 stubs. I'm going to get way over 200 of him before the new roster update comes out. Now there's 3 guys that did get a bump, and I did make a little bit of stubs on them. We'll take a look at the first one here. Adam Duvall, he went from bronze to silver. I didn't have a whole lot of Adam Duvalls. I had about 50, I believe. So I ended up just selling all of them. I think I bought most of them in that 30 to 40 stub range, and I sold them all for around 130 stubs a piece. So I did pretty good on Jay Bruce. And then also, one of the players that I highlighted actually did get a bump from silver to gold was Jean Segura. I ended up doing pretty well on him as well. I think he was kind of expensive for a silver at the time, so I didn't make a whole lot of profit on each one that I owned. I think I had around 10 or 12 is all that I had of him, just because he was kind of expensive anyway. But I still made about 1,000 stubs per each one. I ended up probably paying in that 700, 750 range for all my Jean Seguras, and I ended up selling them all for $1,600 a piece. And last but not least, it was Marcell Ozuna. I kind of predicted him to go gold. He was kind of a no-brainer to go gold, and he was also in that kind of expensive range, and I only think I had like 12 of him. But I ended up selling, well, I think I bought most of them for probably around 800 stubs, 750 to 800 stubs, and ended up selling most of him for about 1,600 stubs as well. Now, one thing about Ozuna, I'm kind of hoping his price tanks here within the next couple of days, because I'm going to pick up a whole lot more just to hold longer term, because I really think he can go diamond here in the future. Probably not within the next couple of weeks or anything, but I think if you hold on to him for a while, if he keeps doing what he's doing and stays healthy, he's got to be turned diamond sooner or later. All right, all that being said, let's take a look at who I am investing in this week. Back to the Astros again. There's several guys on the Astros I'm looking at, or there's a couple guys. The first one, going back to Lance McCullers, I'm going to buy a few more of him. He's not too expensive right now. Well, his price has kind of gone up since I last looked. There's still people thinking he's going to go gold, so his price is up around 650, 750 range. But I'm going to buy a few more of him. I'm not going to go crazy on him because there's not a whole lot of profit to be had there. But one guy that I am investing pretty heavily in is this Chris Davinsky. He's been one of the best relievers in Major League Baseball here this year. He's got a devastating changeup. And as you can see, I already own 37 of him. I'm hoping for him to go gold. And I'm probably going to try to get 100 of him. I'll pick him anytime he's below 500 stubs. I'll pick him up. As you can see, he's 489 now, so I'm gonna probably put in some buy orders, pick up some more of him. I've got 37 now. I'm going to try to get over 100 of them if I can. Don't have a whole lot of stubs left to invest. I've kind of invested all the stubs that I made last week back into the market. So hopefully he goes gold, and even if he doesn't, I think I can make some stubs on him just by selling on his hype come Friday morning, late Thursday, early Friday before the roster comes out. The prices tend to rise then. I've noticed looking at the market, the prices get pretty expensive for some of these guys that everybody's expecting to go gold or diamond or whatever. So yeah, you can probably make some pretty good bank on him even if he doesn't get upgraded. So that's why I kind of want to get a whole bunch of him. If he does get upgraded, that's good. I won't sell all of mine before the roster update unless he gets super expensive. But I'll probably sell off half of them anyway and just make sure I make some sort of money on them. Also on the Astros, we're going to take a look at Charlie Morton. This man has been on fire lately. If you watched him pitch against the Yankees last night, man, he's throwing pure filth and he's on fire this year. And I've already got 42 of him. He's super cheap in the market right now. And he is really due for some upgrades because the dude's throwing like 99 miles an hour last night. He was throwing 98, 99 miles an hour last night. And you can see here his velocity here is just about 84, so he could definitely use an improvement just in the velocity. But his hits per nine, his Ks per nine, all that should get upgraded. I think he's pretty much of a shoe-in to go silver at some point, hopefully this week. We're going to invest in him like he's going to. And I'm going to try to get at least 100, if not 200 of him at the price he's going at. And I'm just going to pick him up as often as I can. All right, one more expensive guy that I'm looking at investing in this week is Zach Greinke. As you can see, I already own 5 Zach Greinkes. He's not real expensive for gold, and I think he has a chance to go diamond. He needs a 2-point bump to get there, but hopefully I can sell again based on the hype. And I think his price should start climbing around Thursday or early Friday. You should see his price up a lot higher than it is right now. So I'm going to try to pick up a few more along the way. He's kind of expensive investment, a little bit more risky, but I think I can make a few stubs on him just by the hype. And then I'm going to keep a couple rounds just in case he does get that bump to diamond. Jacob DeGrom also fits into that category, but he's just a little bit more expensive than I want to invest in. I've already got one Jacob DeGrom. If I had more stubs, I would pick up a couple more, but he's still over 10,000 stubs right now, and that's just a little bit higher. If I had more stubs to work with, I would definitely pick up a couple more DeGroms, but I'm happy with just working with Greinke at the price he's at, and then maybe in the future we can get somebody else that start getting into these gold to diamond guys that are a little bit more expensive. While we're here on the Diamondbacks, also, here you see I only have 12 Taijuan Walkers. I really did not get a chance to buy a whole lot of him. So he's a little bit more long-term. We'll just pick him up as we go along. But one of the other guys that I am investing in this week is Chris Owings. I think he's got a chance to go silver. As you can see, I already own 23 of him. And I'll definitely be picking up more of him as the week progresses. All right, last but not least, there's a couple more guys on the Yankees we're going to be looking at. There's, like I said before, we're getting more Luis Severinos, but also Starlin Castro and Michael Pineda. There's slight chance that they go gold. Pineda needs a bigger bump. He needs to get he needs a 3-point bump. Castro needs a 2-point bump. So I don't know if they can do it this week, but I'm just kind of slowly but surely adding onto my inventory with them. As you can see, I got 36 Pinedas, and I got 11 Starlin Castros right now. He's a little bit expensive. Actually, he's at a better price now than what he has been, so I might pick up a few more tonight. But, yeah, Castro and Pineda are definitely two that are on my list to invest in. And I think Castro's on a lot of guys' radars, so I'm going to pick up a lot more of him and hopefully sell on that hype train again, like I said, before he even has a chance to get upgraded or stay the same. Before people get a chance to see if he gets an upgrade, his price is probably going to spike a little bit on Friday, late Thursday, early Friday, and hopefully I can make some stubs on him. So I'm definitely going to try to get several Starlin Castros. I don't know how many I can get. Again, I'm running kind of low on stubs because I'm kind of banking on that Jay Bruce, man. Really banking on that Jay Bruce. I need him to go silver. If he goes silver, I'm making some big money, but I made a lot on him last week even without him going silver. All right, everybody. That's the main guys I'll be investing in this week. There's still going to be some other guys out there that I'm going to take a look at and maybe pick up a few here and there. A couple of those guys like maybe Trevor Cahill. Who else we got on my list? Eduardo Rodriguez. Oh, there was one other one that I'm going to try to pick up, but his price is also expensive right now for a silver. And this is Cesar Hernandez. He's been kind of killing it a little bit, and he needs to get himself a bump, but as you can see, his price is a little bit on the expensive side, so even if he does get a bump, you're not going to be making a whole lot on him, and I don't know how much I can make on his hype. I don't know if his price will get over 1,000 before the update comes out. I don't think it will, but there's a little bit of room there to make some money on Cesar Hernandez. I got 6 of them. I would like to get, 10 or 15 anyway in case it does happen, but we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I cash out on some of these guys this week. I kind of want to just kind of liquidate what I have and see how many stubs we made. I think I made probably in the 20 to 30,000 stub range last week, but I don't really know for sure. I just started investing it all back in the market as I sold them, so I didn't really pay attention to how many I sold or how much I made. But I definitely have a pretty good inventory going of guys that I'm investing in this week. So if somebody like Jay Bruce or Lance McCullers or Chris Davinsky or somebody like that gets that bump that we're looking for, we're really getting paid. But I believe we're going to get paid anyway just based on that hype train. Because I'm not going to sit around and wait for Sony San Diego to give them the bump when they're already selling for like gold prices already. I'm going to go ahead and sell them before the roster update. That's one lesson that I definitely learned this week. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments who you're investing in this week. Maybe I'll steal some of your ideas and make some stubs. You're more than welcome to steal mine. Once again, I appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.